no do. We have no idea what the fuck we're doing. Well, I mean, like technology, yes, but like in terms of where the hell this is going.
Nuh-uh. But I'm Brandon. I go by Sully The Outcast on YouTube. Hope everybody's having a good day out there.
If you hear that, we're eating popcorn as we should because it's smart food, white cheddar popcorn. How can you not?
Smart food makes you smart.
If that were true, I'd be a scholar.
Um,
uh,
Shut up.
he's licking his fingers. It's kind of funny. So yeah, I'm Chrissy. Fuck do I say now? I'm mentally unstable.
Sure, sure. Let's go with that one. Old trusty.
Oh,
I dropped my phone.
there was a lot going. It was the phone down, and I went. I hope you could hear them.
Alright.
The amount of time I'm gonna do that is kind of insane.
Yeah. Alright. So,
yeah.
our first topic.
Okay.
Okay. Our first topic is concerts, specifically virtual concerts, because you nor I have actually been to a real concert.
We are now adults, or about to be adults, in your case, and we've never been to a concert before. I've been to like fairs and events, but not like a concert.
Yeah, no, I haven't been to like anything like that.
And like quarantine, obviously, COVID is icky.
Yeah.
And it definitely they shut down, of course, all the concerts to be safe as they should.
Mm-hmm.
And we definitely lost that opportunity, especially that the last like all of quarantine was like our last good years as teenagers.
Yep, absolutely. So fun.
We didn't get to go to any concerts as we wanted to, so the virtual concerts were a thing.
Yeah.
And we took the opportunity because some of our artists we have in common.
Yeah.
And,
so you've been to what, 5, and I've been to 4.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 of them we've gone to together, and then Chrissy saw one of them by herself. We've seen Machine Gun Kelly. He performed Hotel Diablo at the Roxy Theater.
That was November, right?
No, I think that was October.
Was it October?
I think so. Yeah, I think that was like October 8th.
And you have the picture of the thing somewhere, but that was really fun. We got tickets to the wrong one.
Yeah,
we were supposed to get tickets to my downfall.
Get tickets to My Downfall, but that still went hard.
Yeah, no, Hotel Diablo still went hard. Definitely one of my favorite albums.
Definitely opened up my appreciation for that album because I hadn't really listened to Machine Gun Kelly.
Listened to a few songs prior.
Prior to Hotel Diablo. Specifically, I think I'm okay. That was how I really.
Oh, it's a good song. Also, I mean, I liked it before it's TikTok famous. Like, you ever know songs and you're like, I love the song, and it gets TikTok famous, and you're like, God damn it. Because like if I listen to it, they're like, oh, so you listen to it because it was TikTok famous, right? I'm like, no, no. Like for instance, Willow Smith's "Wait a Minute," love that song.
You told me about that.
Vibe, and then it became TikTok famous. I was like, I'm gonna go off myself right now.
I remember you telling me that.
Because someone was like, oh yeah, you heard it on TikTok. I was like, no, no, man.
But I knew people who knew him through his first mixtape, Half Naked and Almost Famous. But I hadn't actually listened to him on my own until I heard the song I Think I'm Okay. So that's how my true introduction to Machine Gun Kelly came.
I wish I was an OG. I'm not. Honestly, I would definitely not lie about that. I'm not an OG. I got into the middle of Hotel Diablo that era, and that's it. And then it started from there, and then Tickets to My Downfall kind of had to take over on me.
Well, honestly, Machine Gun Kelly opened up for me a lot of artists. Youngblood, big one. Black Bear, Mod Sun, Halsey.
I need to listen to more Mod Sun. He's definitely underrated.
Yeah, I just started going on a small binge. I listened to the entirety of Internet Killed the Rockstar. Great album. 20 Numb is probably my favorite song off that album. That's a great album. Yeah, and he's dating Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, icons.
Such icons.
Because why you gotta make things so complicated?
Right. Oh my God, Chrissy.
Listen, we're in that sense the older part of Gen Z.
Yeah.
I kind of hate being a part of Gen Z, and sometimes I love it because our humor is good, but then also I hate everybody.
Yep.
Especially Gen Z TikTok. It's not a good place.
Yeah. Avril Lavigne and Mod Sun have a song on that album called Flames. They just performed that on Jimmy Kimmel. I think that was Mod Sun's first ever time performing on TV. He was crying on his Instagram story. It was really beautiful.
Yeah, because it was TV. Because prior he was in the MGK Youngblood virtual, the second virtual concert.
Yeah, he also helped. He directed Downfall High alongside Machine Gun Kelly.
That's right. I love that movie. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Little Hottie, but
all right.
I'll
We can
give him
settle aside the
props.
fact that like he had the look.
Yeah, he had the
Down.
look, but I'm
Like,
just not the biggest fan of
yeah,
him.
understandable, you know.
But Sweeney,
Sydney Sweeney.
Sweeney, come on.
Bro, and then 20 minutes into the movie, they were just like, no.
They were like, bye.
Literally. Bro, what?
Rest in peace.
Dude,
Two pieces, technically.
You're terrible for that.
Damn, double homicide.
I like specifically remember when we were watching that movie because we were on FaceTime. And
fucking Facebook and FaceTime at the same time. I watched it on Facebook.
Oh, that's right. That's how you were able to watch it.
Yeah,
right.
I was watching on Facebook. Me, Delaney, and Trisha watched it on Facebook.
Right. Specifically, like I remember when Sydney's character died, all of us just being like, "He's not actually dead," and then he starts playing Lonely, and we're like, "Oh, okay."
And we were ahead of you because your thing was behind, and we were
Yeah.
like, and then you were like, "What happened?"
Oh,
We're
yeah.
not gonna tell you. Oh my god!
For being like a 40-minute just music video, it was cool.
Good.
I like Downfall Time. Yes,
I actually
sir.
really wanted that hoodie though.
Yeah.
But I got the hat, so I get something from it.
That's true. You do have the Anarchy hat. And it's funny because other than Machine Gun Kelly, we've seen Youngblood.
No, I think the next one was Joji.
Oh, okay. If we're going in order, then yeah, the next one was Joji's Extravaganza.
Oh, that was so good.
That was a fun one.
I love freaking like an egg on himself.
Yeah.
But the ending.
The ending was hilarious. Dude,
I love that.
That was a lot of fun, specifically because not only was he performing a lot of his great songs, but he was also there were skits in between them, and during some of the songs, he was like I think what was it Run? He did like an obstacle course.
Yeah, and then he was on the treadmill. I think Run was one of my favorite ones, honestly, from that
From
show.
Nectar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, from the show.
No, from the show. It's a good song from Nectar, of course,
yeah.
but I think Reanimator's still my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Whatchamacallit? I'll probably say from Nectar. I think Afterthought is 100% my favorite.
Also, I just remembered because if Delaney and Rachel listen to this, we didn't put a misophonia warning that we're eating.
Oh,
sorry. Warning now because we're only a few minutes in.
Sorry, pal.
We're gonna be eating popcorn, so
okay,
if you don't want to hear eating, just no.
Yeah, sorry about that. But
for now, we won't do it next time. But like,
yeah,
we cut hungry. We went grocery shopping.
So after Joji was Youngblood.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That one was kind of weird because my dad just sat there doing. I didn't know he was gonna sit there.
Oh yeah,
I thought he was gonna go take a nap.
Well, he only sat during the opening.
Because he's like, I don't like this type of music. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, he sat there because of when wasn't one of like the women very attractive?
Oh yeah.
And my dad was being such a guy, and he was just like, I'm gonna stay for this, and I was just like,
War something. What was it?
Wargasm. The newer version. It's just two bands called Wargasm.
Right. They were good though.
They were good. And then Rose and the Serpent, right? See, no, I didn't know that was them who made that Overwhelmed.
Oh, yeah, the Overwhelmed song, yeah, because they performed that song.
Yeah, sadly, that is one song I did hear from TikTok first.
Yeah.
But I have started listening to their music more now, so.
I will say, though, no offense, like, the show was great, but Youngblood kept saying, hello, New York City. Like, New York City is the only part of New York. Please show the rest of us some love.
It was so weird because he'd be saying that and be dead quiet because there's obviously there was no audience.
There's no audience.
Just like, hello, New York City. And everyone's just like,
crickets.
Yeah.
Crickets. And then the last one, and the most recent one we just saw Trippie Redd. He performed.
Last month, right?
Was that already a month ago?
Almost.
Damn.
Well, it's the 15th. It was the 22nd.
Wow.
Wait, how is May almost over? It's halfway over. It's the 15th.
Rip.
Well, I mean, there's 31 days in May.
Or
whatever.
So he performed Neon Shark vs. Pegasus, which was his out of nowhere pop punk album.
Sponsored by Liquid Death.
Oh yeah.
I still want to try that water.
Is
it sparkling water or is it just water?
I don't know. I think it might be
I hate sparkling water, but I would try it. I just want to try it.
But
he
performed
flat.
Neon Shark vs. Pegasus, which like totally caught me by surprise. He did it pretty much entirely with Travis Barker, and I really enjoyed it actually. So seeing it live, he actually has a lot of vocal range. Trippie Redd.
Yeah, I didn't think he would.
Trippie
Redd, a lot of people don't think he does.
Trippie Redd wasn't really like an artist that I was into. Like I liked him on the song "Fuck Love" with XXX Tentacion, but other than that, like I haven't really.
Well, I don't know nothing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. But yeah. So that album for me was a really cool way to introduce Trippie Redd and his diversity. That album was really cool. But yeah, that was the last virtual concert we saw.
Yeah, because I only listened to Trippie through features he was on songs. I never just listened to his own music personally.
And then, oh, also he was on Candy on Hotel Diablo.
Oh yeah. That's right.
And then you saw one more that I didn't see.
I saw the Billie Eilish one
Right.
for the When We All Fall Asleep, Where'd We Go. I wasn't gonna watch the whole thing because I was in the middle of working at the same time. But it was really, I missed it. Honestly, I miss it, and I want more. I wish more artists we listened to did more virtual concerts, or the same ones did it again.
That'd be dope.
Because if there was like if there was another chance that we'd be able to see tickets might not fall, that way, and then obviously later in the year, which can bring us to the next topic in a second. But no, I wish like I don't know if more. Or if they were like collab ones, it was like the events when what was the Young Buds event where he had like Machine Gun Kelly, Mod Sun, Avril Lavigne, a bunch of other people I can't remember now. Like if there was like a nice big event there, like I wouldn't mind. Like that one was free, but like I wouldn't mind paying a few months if there's a lot of performances.
I guess
Warped Tour virtual.
Warped Tour virtual, that would be insane. But I guess one that I've seen, which I'm not really sure if it counts. During quarantine, Post Malone and Travis Barker, they did a Nirvana tribute, and I saw the entire thing live. It was really good. I love Post Malone, honestly. And so I wish he would do another virtual concert because that Nirvana tribute was sick, and it was going towards charity because they were doing COVID research at the time before the
vaccine was a thing. Right. That's scary.
Yeah, but all right. So into our next topic is a funny parallel because the first virtual concert / the first ever concert we've ever been to was Machine Gun Kelly Hotel Diablo live at the Roxy, and our first ever real concert is also going to be Machine Gun Kelly at Pier 17. If everything goes all well, if we're going to wear masks the whole time.
So before people get anything, we're both getting fully vaccinated before going.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want the vaccine, and if we're going to be in New York City for crying out loud, we need them.
Yeah, so, but it's just like a funny parallel to think about because, like, I was complaining like all throughout, as much as I can remember. Because I've never been to a concert. Like everybody I personally enjoy, is dead.
They're unalive.
So, we could list them, but that would be an entire episode. So I'm not going to, but. It's just fun, like, knowing that I was able to get my hands on concert tickets.
They were expensive.
They were so expensive.
It was so hard because you were in school, first of all. I was here from 9 a.m. to, until, I think I didn't get the tickets until, 12:30. On my computer, I should have been, I think I skipped class for that. But, I was trying to get the tickets, and I was there early, so, the tickets started at $35, and I ended up paying $200 for one ticket.
Damn.
Delaney was at work. So that was another hard thing. She's on the phone with me, and people were she's the hostess, so people were coming in, and she'd be like, "Hi, how can I help you?"
No, poor Elaine.
And then we're trying to get these tickets, and she's like, "Hold on," and then she put her phone, and I hear the phone going, and then I just hear the whoever was talking in the background, and then we kept saying, "Oh shit, I feel so bad for Brandon because by the time you got home from school, tickets were gonna go up because what time you didn't get home until 2, right?
Yeah, 2:00.
So. I'll never miss that bell, that school bell. It's so weird because the last day that we were on the school grounds for us, they played that fucking Dance Monkey, that stupid fucking song. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, you and Mike weren't in school because you guys were both sick.
Yeah, but I remember the song.
Yeah, because we were leaving. They're like, in case we don't see you after 2 weeks, and then they played Dance Monkey, and I was just like, no, I would have rather you played fucking. Anything else but that song. I don't care.
What you know about world. No, I'm kidding.
The deep end. I would have rather.
So many people just clicked off.
Probably no. The remix.
I'm no longer. I'm no longer interested in this podcast. Thank you. But
what's the name of this? Astronaut by the Ocean.
Astronaut in the Ocean.
Oh, in the ocean.
By masked wolf.
That ruins all wolves for me.
Honestly,
not Audra Johnson just doing the wolf joke. Okay, Robert Downey Jr. does the same thing, and I saw a video the other day.
Hey, honey bunnies.
Hey, honey bunnies. I'm not on my cycle, Pepper. I fucking fucked up the word cycle. But he did that, because his kids do that jump now. that fucking whatever they want to call it. And I didn't notice it until Bella pointed it out. He did it on the 9/11 memorial in New York City. He hopped over the ledge and started jumping on it. I'll show you later. It's not funny. I was like, no.
Oh Lord.
Where were we?
What?
Where were we?
Oh,
we were talking about concerts. How did we end up talking at a 9/11 memorial?
Okay, but oh, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, so it's just a funny parallel. We're gonna be as safe as we possibly can try to be. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we all have family members to worry about, so like we're not doing this on like.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Also, we've had like a horrible past 2 years in terms of school, so I think we deserve a little something.
Yes, sir.
On top of like, I mean, yeah, we're getting the vacation, which we should talk about in another episode. But like, I don't know, it's just something new.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Oh, we get to experience it together like we did the first one. That's part of the parallel.
Yeah.
It was just us in my house, and then now it's gonna be us and Delaney and I think her coworkers.
Yeah, or something
so
like
that'll
that.
be
I
fun.
don't know.
I think that's it. Oh, sorry.
All right. So speaking of parallels, let's talk about another parallel. This is the Don't Fear the Reaper parallel. Now, for those who don't know, Don't Fear the Reaper is
Blue Oyster Clan, baby.
No, it's Blue Oyster Cult.
I said Clan, didn't I?
Yeah.
Cult.
Blue Oyster Clan. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
Not the dude. Oh my god! I imagine like a Blue Oyster Cult stan is just like listening to this, and it's just like, oh my god.
No.
But
report, block, delete.
So the song "Don't Fear the Reaper" is a song by Blue Oyster Cult off the Agents of Fortune album. And one night, we had gone to our local mall or whatever, and we had a great night. But we were dropping Chrissy off at home, and
you still who we were with.
Oh, well, it was
short.
Yeah, we were with our friends Trisha and my buddy Chris, and so we dropped Chrissy off, and we're heading out, and it's like our last song of the night because I don't live that far from Chrissy either. So, I'm like, all right, how can we end this on a good note? And one of Chris and I's favorite songs, like collectively, is "Don't Fear the Reaper," and so we played that song, and not even like.
Also, note, I wasn't in the car.
They
just dropped me off, so I was in my house at this
point. Last song that we had listened to with Chrissy in the car was "Stairway to Heaven" by Led Zeppelin. But after that, I think like not even like 3 or 4.
Oh, I thought it was 15 minutes.
15, I don't remember. Well, I hadn't gotten home for a little bit, so I think like not even that long had gone by. And after we had finished playing "Don't Fear the Reaper," I went on Instagram, and on Chrissy's Instagram story was the song "Don't Fear the Reaper" over playing one of the pictures that we took that day, and it was just like, whoa, like what are the odds that like she picked that song, like because we were just listening to that song. That's crazy. Like, and I remember I told you like right after that, and you were just like, what?
I was very confused. I was like, what are you talking about? Because I personally had liked that song already, and then I didn't know that was like one of their songs that they like to listen to together. And I mean, this isn't really a plug. This is more to show you. It's like I'll put our Instagram so you can see our highlight, and you'll see exactly where that is, like with the highlight, because I don't know, it is a funny parallel though. I mean, I find that we find ourselves in a lot of different parallels now.
Yeah, that's weird. It's definitely weird.
It's a lot of them tend to be music parallels, apparently.
Well, music like gravitates my whole life.
I'm more music inspired over anything. That's what made me write that weird, poorly chicken scratch written script the other day when I was working. I was listening to music, and I can't remember what song I was listening to now, and it made me think of that. I was just like, sometimes if a music gets me in a feeling, that's what happens to my brain. I lost my train of thought while I was talking. But yeah,
it's mad funny. That day was super fun, and I'm really excited for us to start doing stuff more often because I am sick and tired of just doing the same old.
Yeah, because it's just school. I mean, like, school now, I mean, for me, it's ending. I know you still have a little bit to go, but it's just that, and then sitting on our phones or sitting on the PlayStation, which I never mind playing PlayStation, but, like, sometimes it gets old,
Yeah, for sure.
Because gaming, I feel like, isn't the same anymore, because we gamed so much during quarantine.
Right.
Like, that's why we stopped playing, like, Fortnite and stuff. Like, yeah, we had our moment, don't judge.
Oh my god, does that count as another virtual concert? Travis,
I guess so. That would be our first one, right?
All of us were there for that.
Me, you, Mike, Trisha, Allie, and Trisha. Trisha twice, and you, I meant. And wait, was there someone? No, it's just all of us, right? And then Trisha had to watch it on her sister's phone because she couldn't get it. So, and I guess you could add her sister to that list then. Then you didn't see the Marshmallow one with me, right?
No, I wasn't.
But we watched Travis Squat.
Travis Squat.
Travis Scott twice because we watched it the second time around.
We tried to get Trisha in the second day, and it
worked.
still didn't
No,
work.
it didn't work.
No.
Of course. Well, she was also on mobile, so
that's true.
She's the only one without the PlayStation. I think her and Rachel are the only ones without PlayStation,
well,
right?
Rachel has a Switch, though.
Oh, yeah, she could have been. But, yeah. But she's not a Fortnite gal.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
No, I played too long, and then we stopped around, like, April.
Yeah. I was like, Oh, no. Because after that season...
Well, it was March, right? Then? Was it March? Because we
No, it was April. But we had played a little bit of the next season. That was when, like, Fortnite was, like...
After the chapters, right?
That was, like, it was, like, underwater.
Oh, yeah.
We played a little bit of that season, but other than that, we were, like, totally lost.
Because then I think we went more back into our Dead by Daylight phase, right? Is that where we started? Because I had the phase, like, I have gaming phases. So I'll go from, like, for instance, we'll play Dead by Daylight for months, and then we stopped, and then we played Call of Duty, then we stopped, then we played Rainbow Six, and then we stopped, and then we played Gang Beast, and then we're back to kind of Call of Duty and Dead by Daylight again. So, yeah. I don't know.
I'm just waiting for, like,
a good new game to come out.
Dude, I'm waiting for Far Cry 6. That game's gonna be amazing.
I feel like we need more popcorn. Give me the bowl. Reach out with me, Phil.
ASMR. ASMR for your ears.
Oh, okay, wait. Put it closer to the mic. It's not the culture ASMR. Oh yeah, shout out to True Myths and
One Lie.
One Lie. I knew it's
rated 5 stars on podcast. Yeah, we're gonna have one of the members on here soon. It's gonna be fun. But other than that, what other topics do we got?
I don't know. Also, that podcast you just mentioned, that's more if you're into the supernatural and comedy at the same time, yeah.
From YouTuber Colta35, who I've known for a very long time.
Flex.
No flex.
No flex. I was just gonna say so.
Dude, Ray Schwimmer used to be the shit.
Hello? I'm scratching his ear and he just hear. Also, one thing I do if people would want to do it is like if me, you, Chris, and Delaney got on an episode or something because we grew up with the same stuff. I think we were talking about this the other day. Yeah. We grew up with the same stuff in terms of like YouTube and Vine. Like
very early. Actually, I didn't have Vine.
You just knew references, right? Yeah. Because Vine was started in 2013, so we were just fresh. You were in 5th grade when the rest of us were just fresh into middle school. Right. So that was like our childhood. Yeah. And like 13, I feel like 2013, 2017 was like YouTube's golden era, and then it just went downhill. Even though I still watch it, but a lot of people stopped posting. Ran out of breath saying that.
So like the beginning of YouTube was 2005, which wow.
Me at the zoo.
Dude, it's almost 20 years old.
Yeah, me at the zoo. That's the first video.
First video ever. And
I remember I obviously didn't watch it because I was 3. Yeah. But I didn't get on YouTube until 2007-ish. Yeah. Because then I started watching Niga Higa, Fred, stuff like that. We'll say that for another podcast. So that's like getting like what we talk about.
Other than that, this is just like this is the pilot for this podcast, so
pilot inspector. Sorry.
No, tell them what it means.
Okay. Oh, that's a good topic to have, but this maybe it's speaking at a future topic.
Hot pocket. I dropped my hot pocket.
What were we talking? I forgot. Oh wait, no, a pilot inspector. So if you ever watched the Alvin and Chipmunks movie,
or played Skate 3.
Was he a voice in that? Oh, I never played any of the skate games, honestly. But so Jason Lee, who plays Dave in the movies, and I guess voices in Skate 3, he named his kid Pilot Inspector.
So wait, is that like
a son?
Is that like one full first
Pilot
name?
I think it's Pilot, middle name Inspector. Inspector spelled with a K.
Dude, your middle name is Inspector.
Well, the only reason I just thought of that is because when me and our friend Allie we're like on a FaceTime late at night, we were talking about like how celebrities have weird names for their kids. Yeah. And I feel like we need to go over that because some of the ones like y'all don't even know. It was so funny. We were having like the 5 a.m. type giggle shits where it's like a wheeze and shit or you can't breathe. Like even though it wasn't as funny as it was, it's because it was late. So it was funnier in our minds. Right. Than it should have been. But a lot of things are funnier than they should be when it's late like that.
But anyway, that was the pilot episode of this podcast. We honestly were not sure as to how this was going to go.
I'm surprised this is even nearly 25 minutes long.
I think that's a good time.
It is a good time. I just like, for me, at first it was like, it felt like the time was going slow, but we were talking so much. Mm-hmm. It's like, in my mind, that was like 15 minutes, but it wasn't.
Yeah, no. So I think this was a good way to end it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll definitely see you more in the future with more episodes of this podcast.
For sure.
That currently doesn't have a name, but we'll
figure out a name. For now, it's an unnamed podcast.
Bye. What?
I don't know. You're just like, bye.
Bye.
Hasta vista.
Bye.
Have a great time.
Have a great time.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Paul.
I'm Paul.